వక్రతుండ మహాకాయ సూర్యకోటి సమప్రభా నిర్విఘ్నం కురు మే దేవ సర్వకార్యేషు సర్వదా. గురుర్బ్రహ్మా గురుర్విష్ణు గురుర్దేవో మహేశ్వరః గురుర్ సాక్షాత్ పరబ్రహ్మ తస్మై శ్రీ గురవే నమః. ఓం సాయేశ్వరాయ విద్మహే సత్యదేవాయ ధీమహి తన్నః సర్వః ప్రచోదయాత్. శాంతి శాంతి శాంతి.
In all the years the Lord breathed, spoke, walked and lived with us. Every moment was a revelation of His all-encompassing love.
It is the attraction of love that brought you all here. In this world that you cannot, there is nothing you cannot achieve with love. With love you can have God on hand and make Him dance.
సర్వదేవతల నమ్ర
Offering my most humble pranams of the divine lotus feet of our beloved Mother Sai. A loving Sai Ram, dear brothers and sisters of the Sai family in Australia, New Zealand, Fiji, and around the globe. Let us begin by acknowledging the First Nations people of Australia upon whose land we meet. We pay our respect to the elders past, present, and emerging. We also acknowledge the traditional elders in New Zealand and Fiji. Welcome to another very special monthly Online Ladies Devotional Offering. As part of the 97 Days Sadhana program, we are all blessed to hear from the loving Sister Padma Manian all the way from Kuwait this evening. Sister Padma Manian, a mother of 2 young adults, is part of the Kuwait Sai Centre from 2000 and has actively participated several Seva activities in this organization. She is a volunteer of the Special Needs Center run by the Sai Organization in Kuwait and has been a Bal Vikas Guru for the last 2 decades. Sister Padma has been playing a role of the National SSE coordinator since the year 2017 and successfully completed the SSE Certificate Course last year from the South African Institute for Sathya Sai Education. Sister Padma is also an active participant in the Sri Sathya Sai Vidya Vahini program. Please join me in warmly welcoming Sister Padma.
Loving and reverential salutations at the divine lotus feet of my dearest Swami, seeking his blessings and guidance for today's satsang, that he speaks through me and whatever I say is from my heart. Jai Sai Rams to one and all. It's a great privilege that I'm sitting in front of you to relive and share my experiences of journey with Swami. At the outset, I would like to thank the Mahila wing of Sai Organization, Australia, for giving me this opportunity to be here, sit in front of you, talk to you, and share these experiences. Swami came into our life around 2 decades ago, and my family and I are really blessed that he's part of our life since then and has been the source of inspiration, has showered us with his choicest blessings and divine love. We have learned so much from his teachings, and the onus lies now on us to pass it on to the next generation. The close bond that we experience with Swami helps us to face any situations, any challenges in our life. And we know that he is the driving force, he is the divine force which constantly guides and guards us. So even though Swami has entered into my life in the year 2000, I would say that Swami's teachings and principles have been part of me since my childhood because of my parents' upbringing. My parents believed in simple living, high thinking. My father was very particular about the fact that both of them, my father and my mother, that we need to be disciplined in our life. We have to be respectful, listen to elders, and have that simplicity within ourselves, that humility which should be existing in ourselves was all been there part of me from my childhood, because I've seen them like that. I've seen them live that part of life. So Swami's teaching, when I came to Kuwait in the year 2000, as a young mother of 2 girls, Karunya, my elder daughter, was 4 years old, and my younger daughter, Sukanya, was hardly 3 months old. So I was sort of tied up with responsibilities within the 4 walls. Prior to that, I was working as a teacher for almost 10 years in Delhi. So now this curtailing myself within this particular life setup gave me time to think what is the purpose of my life, what is the goal which I need to do, what is that I'm seeking. And I'm sure Swami knew this because he just entered into our life at then, and my thought process, my way of looking at things, my the whole setup got a 360-degree twist and a turn. So my outlook into life became a little more spiritual since then. So I'm sure Swami gave this purpose through the Sai activities which I got involved. And the most precious aspect of Sai activity which I love was to be with children. Because since I started or got trained to be a teacher, I always had this urge to be with children, either guiding them or teaching them or counseling them. Even now, I would prefer to be with children, to be interact with them and talk to them, to give them some thoughts which will help them. So being involved in Sai activities for this particular in this particular way has always helped me, and Swami, I'm sure, knew this, so he made me get involved in that. So I started playing the role of the Bal Vikas Guru, volunteering at a special needs center, daycare center, which was run by the Sai Organization here in Kuwait. And this helped me to fulfill my wish to be with children. That is the constant touch with children and bring about any small change in their life. So the messages and teachings of Swami, which I gained through Bal Vikas or through these volunteering activities, benefited me more than the children whom I was trying to pass it on. So it brought a slow and steady transformation in my life, which also affected my thought process, that I started to think in a different way, and my even my code of conduct of what I wanted in life and how I want to deal with people, how I should live my life, all went through a good process of churning the butter like so. And I am definitely thankful that Swami enabled me to be involved in his mission in this particular way, especially through constant touch with children. Another aspect which Swami helped me to be to transform and to learn a lot was his grace when he made me get involved with the Sathya Sai project. So from the beginning, when I was involved in the Vidyavanni program, let it be as a content creator or a mentor to authors or being a pedagogy reviewer, all have been a stepping stone to become a better person. And now being involved in this wonderful opportunity of inclusive education project, IEP of the Sathya Sai Vidyavanni program has definitely led to a helping out in making my purpose in life, the goal which I wanted to have, really fulfilling. And whatever academic experience or skill which I had got through my years of teaching or learning is now getting into productive use, and that is what is giving me the greatest pleasure. So Swami's teaching and his mission has always helped us to seek that goal which we want to move on for. And every time when the inspiration which Swami gives through his some sort of say miracle or his presence, I would say. So through his presence that he says, yes, you're on the right track, helps me to work with more vigor. And for me, I'm just a tiny droplet of in the ocean, where I just want to be part of his mission in one way or other in the Sai Seva. And when I work with children, that leads to more of self-transformation. And I'm sure Swami wants us to achieve that in our life, right? So if we ask a question, what Swami means to us, each of us will have a different answer. So for me, Swami had played the role of a guide, guru, master, teacher, mentor, or I would say, a friend, many more. At each stage different, at each phase different, and for each challenges and problem he's played a different role. But I would say Swami means everything to me. I can't visualize my life without the presence of Swami's grace, blessings, his smile, his teachings, and my being involved in his mission. So Swami is everything to me. So I would like you all to hear a bhajan, which is rendered by Karanya, my elder daughter, who is now part of the Sai Youth in Sydney. So let us all listen to that.
मैं क्या करूं, मैं क्या करूं, मैं क्या करूं, मैं क्या करूं, कोई नहीं मेरा तेरे बिना, कोई नहीं मेरा तेरे बिना, शिरडी निवासा हे प्रभु, शिरडी निवासा हे प्रभु, पति निवासा दया करो, पति निवासा दया करो, मैं क्या करूं, मैं क्या करूं, कोई नहीं मेरा तेरे बिना.
There are certain aspects in Bhagwan's teachings which has been very close to me, which has helped me to become a better individual. And one of it is what Swami always says, that be happy. So that aspect it has touched me. And maybe a couple of years back, I used to be very restless, and the feeling that something was missing used to hanker me a lot. But over the due course of time, being involved in Sai activities has helped me, to bring about that change in my temperament. And I started seeking Swami within myself, and seeking him has helped me to realize that it has made me a calmer person. So in Tapovanam, chapter 11, Swami says, and I quote, "Look at me within your own selves. I look at myself in you. You are my life, my breath and my soul. You're all, every one of you, my form. When I love you, I love my own self. When you love yourself, you are loving only me." End of quote. Isn't that beautiful? That Swami wants us to just spread that undercurrent of unconditional love. And I know I have experienced and felt Swami's presence, his love in everything almost. Since the time I started feeling him within myself, I've experienced it in everything I do. Let it be my daily chores, or let it be while I interact with children or classes or volunteering or anything, even normal interaction with people, I have started feeling that. And it has also helped me to realize that I need to take that step too. forgive myself. I need to take that step to love myself, because until unless I love myself, I will not be able to pass on the love to others. And it is very important that we are ready to pass on the love to others, because until unless we pass on love to others, we will not be able to participate in Seva activities or do any personal sadhana for that matter. And both these are a very important aspect of being anything closer to being Swami's devotee. So, yes, being happy, loving yourself and passing that love to others is one of the core essence of what I have learned and, put it into my thought process. Bhagavan has given innumerable opportunities over the past 2 decades to be involved in his mission and to be available for his mission, and getting involved in these Sai activities just energizes me. And my outlook towards life, in life in general and my spiritual life has definitely changed a lot because of this involvement. And Swami's messages and teachings have been a source of inspiration. I'm sure it has been for every one of us, but it has been a source of inspiration and a constant motivation for me to, carry on whatever I'm doing. And I think that gives that vigor for me to do whatever, steps I need to take to either bringing about that change within myself or any transformation, or being involved in activities, or giving back with my fullest, to the fullest extent what possible. Attending satsangs, reading Sai literature, let it be on a regular basis, reading Napoleon or Sacharita or any blogs about Swamis, we keep reading in different form of social medias or anything, and getting connected or preparing for human value classes, or the most coveted visits to Prasanthi. All of them have one way or other helped me to become a better person, a better individual, and it has made a permanent mark in my personality. And also it has helped me to get connected to Swami in a more stronger way. That I'm sure has helped me a lot. And when I'm alone, when I'm involved with Sai activities, I get cut off and I'm just in bliss. That is what I love to be, doing. And being in Swami's fold has helped me realize that I can make a difference by doing small things. I need not take up big things to do. It is not that drastic changes have to be brought about. Small changes in our life, in others' life, is enough to be moving towards Swami's mission. And Swami has always stated, right, his life is his message. And I keep reminding myself that I need to follow and practice Swami's teachings in my life. And I always believe that the compassionate world actually begins with me. Means I have to take that first step. If I don't take the step, how do I expect others to be good to me, or how do I expect a change to happen in the society? So I have a lot to be grateful for, because over the course of time I have innumerable lessons which I have learned while interacting through the varied experiences, while interacting with children, while interacting with my volunteering setup when I have gone for the special needs, and especially the volunteering at the Special Needs Center has made me realize that the meaning of unconditional love, which has been passed on by these special angels whom we have interacted with, and my role as a Bal Vikas Guru has made me come closer to Swami and Swami's teaching and mission. So this is what I am ever grateful to Swami for, that I have been involved in this. And definitely, giving is an art, and that we need to learn. It's not that, yes, we can just keep giving. because giving itself has its particular connotation. And in Shri Satcharita, chapter 14, it is mentioned that the teacher in the Taittiriya Upanishad exhorts its pupils to practice charity and other virtues. And regarding charity, he says, give with faith, or even without it, give with magnanimity, that is liberally. Give with modesty and sympathy. So it is very important that whatever experience we gain, whatever love we accumulate from these experiences, especially from our fellow mates, from fellow, let it be from Sai family or people around us, whomever we interact with, while we gain these experiences, that should have an impact on you. And for me, the guidance, the mentoring, the affection which I have got through the Sai family globally has molded my personality. And that the whole process, my thought process, my life process have helped me to become what I am today through these people who have influenced my life, and definitely has helped me to transform it. So when we think of it, Swami has given us multiple platforms to get connected with him heart to heart, right? And technology is one of the platform, and we are so ever grateful to him for have given us Radio Sai, the Sathya Sai Media Center, that we are able to listen to satsangs, talks, talks like Inside Outside by Brother Bishop Rishti, or Bhagavata Vahini, or any innumerable, or the live darshans which we get, the programs which are happening in Prasanthi Nilayam, connecting to Swami live by just sitting at our own house, opening up the laptop or mobile and listening to it or watching it, those things. So all these things is something which I think we are all grateful for, right? Let me now share with you some of the nostalgic memories of the events and years that happened when we, in our involvement with the Sai activities, and in this journey, they was definitely very significant. So Karnya joined Bal Vikas when she was 5 years old, and Sukanya somewhere around when she was 4 years old. And they both have participated in different Sai activities over the due course of time, which were conducted in Kuwait. But the major visit to Puttaparthi, to Prasanthi Nilayam, and get the divine darshan of Bhagwan happened in 2005 summer. And it was a totally different experience for both my children, myself, and of course my mother also accompanied me that time. And the highlight of this trip was, other than getting the blissful darshan of Bhagwan for the first time, was the exhibition which was conducted in Chaitanya Jyoti. So this exhibition by our Kuwait members, was, so much of planning. So the first time I got to be fully involved in, preparing the children, in being part of the planning, and during the activity, the execution, and the wind up. So it was quite a lot of learning experience during this time. So this turning point actually made us bond with Prasanthi Nilayam permanently. So 2005 was the turning point in our life. Both my daughters are blessed to perform in Divine Presence in the year 2008, when devotees from Kuwait offered a cultural program with drama, songs, and with the Vedam chanting in the Sai Kulwant Hall. And Swami abundantly showered his divine grace and blessings on all of us, and it was blissful to offer Aarti to Bhagwan along with other sisters right after the program. So all these, are some of the things which is etched in my memory. And prior to this cultural program, actually we, both the children and myself, along with other people from Kuwait, we met many more places. We all reached Puttaparthi around 3 weeks back prior, because there was a EHV conference in the summer, and some of us gurus were part of that conference. So we almost a 1 month stay in Prasanthi, Nilayam, which was, what to say, it was just divine, heavenly, I would say. So during that time of EHV conference, we got this golden opportunity of listening to Swami's discourse live. Only time which I have heard, other than the Radio Sai discourses, but we got the chance to hear his live discourses. Also, we witnessed Swami materializing through his hand, a golden lingam, and he gifted that to one of the speakers during that time. So that was something we can never forget in our life. It's always there with us. And then just you could see some of the pictures here now. And then 2009 was another beautiful experience, right from the beginning till the end of summer, because in the beginning of 2009 we were given the opportunity by the region to be part of the group visit, and I went alone from Kuwait, from my family, that is, and the bonding which I shared with the people whom I traveled with from Kuwait, and it was such wonderful. There were some cultural programs, musical program and all, which I was not part of, but the group visits, the icing was Swami gave Pada Namaskar for each and every person who was part of the group visits, around almost closer to 400, around 380, exact numbers I don't remember, but Swami came to each one of us and gave Pada Namaskar, and this is one of the picture which I cherish a lot, because Swami has blessed us immensely. And another incident is during the 2009 summer. Again, all these opportunities are just grace, nothing else. It's just blessing. That in 2009 summer, we all, whoever registered, we all got a chance to perform Varalakshmi Vradam in the Sai Kulwant Hall, in his divine presence, and my mother also accompanied me that time along with my children, and that was again a blissful experience. I have Varalakshmi Vradam which I had taken from my mother-in-law, and I perform it every year, but that year again, and it was a totally different experience, and definitely thankful to Swami to have given us that beautiful opportunity. And then Swami came along he was in his wheelchair that time. He came along, and when he went by, went past, you can just feel the experience. That's all. It cannot be described in words. In 2010, I think it's something which we should be remembering, because it was a beautiful musical program titled Prema Tarangani, which was again an offering by the region for the SSE children, which performed, and they poured out their love for Swami through all those beautiful songs which they had sung. It's something which I'm sure it's always there in their heart, and this again, Swami blessed all the children abundantly, and it was a beautiful experience, and the region organized that, and we are thankful for that. Then came 2011, when we were part of the group visit organized by region at that time. it was a totally different experience because that was the first time we went to Prasanthi Nilayam after we can't see Swami's physical form. So that was quite an emotional moments for all of us who visited in 2011 summer. But then I think that gave us the courage to withstand that pain, as well as it made us understand that Swami is there with us always. And it was, that his divine presence was felt in Sai Hall, and Karunya was given an opportunity to sing, and I was spared with her to be there, because you all generally have bad bhajans, and she was pretty young at that time. It is a blessing that she got that opportunity, and I got to sit there to just, not sing loud, but sing. And I just sang my heart out as a prayer to Swami. And I'm sure that is something I'll remember throughout my life. And this is the song which we offer to Swami as a prayer.
Sai Ram Ghan Shyam Bhagavan Tumhara Naam. Sai Ram Ghan Shyam Bhagavan Tumhara Naam. तुम बिन कोई नहीं रखवाले, तुम बिन कोई नहीं रखवाले, तुम बिन कोई नहीं आपद सहारे, तुम बिन कोई नहीं आपद सहारे, तुम बिन प्रेम कोई नहीं देने वाले, तुम बिन प्रेम कोई नहीं देने वाले, तुम हो मेरे आत्मा राम बाबा, तुम हो मेरे आत्मा राम साईं, भगवान तुम्हारा नाम, साई राम तुम्हारा नाम.
More recently, in 2019 summer, as part of the Sri Sathya Sai Vahini Gratitude Program, I had the blissful opportunity to be once again in Sai Hall. And I'm sure all of you agree that that white marble portion where we sit facing Swami, seeing and seeking Him, is it's a totally different experience, right? And so along with other sisters, I poured out my love to Him through group bhajans, and that was again a beautiful experience. And on 25th December 2019, Karunya was able to offer her prayer of gratitude by being part of the Sai Australia youth when they all sang the Christmas choir. So these were some of very special moments, special moments which made our faith stronger, which gave us that inner vigor, that because the prayers will be answered, we will be going through, and we did go through a lot of difficulties and problems and challenges, but these experiences, these moments have helped us to, hold on strong to the faith that yes, Swami is there with us. We can connect to Swami within ourselves. We would be able to fall back on Him, we will be able to overcome whatever hurdles or whatever difficulties or whatever problems we face across in life. Along with it, it also gave us the vigor to be part of His mission, to be part of His Seva activities. Let me take this opportunity to offer my heartfelt gratitude to Bhagwan for all the innumerable opportunities which He has put in front of me for taking up as part of the Sai Seva, and which is a platform which helps me to serve Him in any particular way. It could be an educational project of Vidyavan, it could be Bal Vikas, volunteering at a special needs center, or just serving my mother or serving my family, or helping out someone who is in need. So whatever it is, and His grace and blessing is what is required for me to move forward. And I would not be able to do this. I would be failing if I don't mention that all this is possible with His grace and blessing, but also with the Sai fraternity globally, which the network which we have created. Each one of them, let it be from my home country, India, or from Middle East, or Singapore, Australia, my friends who are settled up in US, Canada, anywhere and everywhere, I have felt that I have always, Europe. So I have got that support system, and I really grateful to the Sai fraternity globally to have, helped me to evolve, to mold myself in this journey of spirituality, in this journey of Sai Seva. And of course, my family, who has been my strongest support in all my endeavors, and I'm ever grateful for that. For me, knowing Swami may have started 2 decades back, but understanding Swami's teachings, his principles, will continue till my last breath. And Swami's the mega quote, the Maha Mantra, which would say, the love all, serve all, help ever, hurt never, is etched in my heart, and I seek his blessings to ensure that I follow his teachings practically in my life.
हे साईश्वर परते पुरीश्वर दो ऐसा वरदान बाबा, दो ऐसा वरदान हो। हे साईश्वर परते पुरीश्वर दो ऐसा वरदान बाबा, दो ऐसा वरदान। जीवन भर तेरे गुण गाओ, जब चाहो तेरे दर्शन पाओ, अंत समय तेरे शरण में आओ, अंत समय तेरे शरण में आओ। तुम हो कृपा निधान बाबा, दो ऐसा वरदान। जन्म जन्म तेरा साथ न छूटे, तन छूटे पर प्रेम न टूटे। जग रूठे साए तू ना रूठे, जग रूठे साए तू ना रूठे। ओ मेरे भगवान बाबा, दो ऐसा वरदान हो। हे साईश्वर परते पुरीश्वर दो ऐसा वरदान बाबा, दो ऐसा वरदान।
जय साई राम।
Sai Ram, everyone. On behalf of all the Sai devotees of Australia and globally, I would like to take this opportunity to thank Sister Padma for taking time off her hectic schedule to spend this evening with us. We are indeed grateful to you, Sister, and to our beloved Swami for this wonderful experience. Thank you so much, and Jai Sai Ram.
तुम हो विघ्न विनाश गणेशा, विघ्न विनाश गणेशा, तुम हो विघ्न विनाश गणेशा, विघ्न विनाश गणेशा, तुम हो विघ्न विनाश गणेशा, विघ्न विनाश गणेशा, तुम हो विघ्न विनाश गणेशा, तुम हो विघ्न विनाश गणेशा, विघ्न विनाश गणेशा, पार्वती नंदन पाहि गजानन, पार्वती नंदन पाहि गजानन, पार्वती नंदन पाहि गजानन, पार्वती नंदन पाहि गजानन, प्रणव स्वरूपा पति पुरुषा, प्रणव स्वरूपा पति पुरुषा, साई गणेशा विघ्न विनाशा, साई गणेशा विघ्न विनाशा, तुम हो विघ्न विनाश गणेशा, विघ्न विनाश गणेशा, तुम हो विघ्न विनाश गणेशा, विघ्न विनाश गणेशा, तुम हो विघ्न विनाश गणेशा, विघ्न विनाश गणेशा, पार्वती नंदन पाहि गजानन, नंदन पाहि गजानन, प्रणव स्वरूपा पति पुरुषा, साई गणेशा विघ्न विनाशा, साई गणेशा विघ्न विनाशा, साई गणेशा विघ्न विनाशा, साई गणेशा विघ्न विनाशा, तुम हो विघ्न विनाशा गणेशा, हरि गुण गान करो मन मेरो,
జగత్తంతయుడును ప్రేమ చేతనే నిండిబడి ఉంటున్నది.
The whole universe is full of love.
ప్రేమనే ధనము,
Love is wealth.
ప్రేమనే ధర్మము,
Love is righteousness.
ప్రేమనే సత్యము.
Love is truth.
జగత్తంతయుడును ప్రేమ పైననే ఆధారపడి ఉంటున్నది.
The whole universe depends on this love.
ఇట్టి ప్రేమతత్వాన్ని మానవుడు గుర్తించుకొనలేక
Man is not able to know the nature of love.
జగత్తు యొక్క క్షణికమైనటువంటి యొక్క విషయవాసనలకై ప్రాకులాడి పవిత్రమైన దివ్యమైనటువంటి యొక్క ప్రేమను విస్మరిస్తూ ఉన్నాడు.
He is carried away by the whims and the fancies of the momentary transient ways of the world and forgets that eternal divinity.
కారణమేమిటి?
What is the reason?
స్వార్థము పెరిగినది, పరార్థము తరిగినది.
Selfishness is rampant and ever increasing, while spirituality is on the decline.
సంకుచిత భావములు పెరిగినవి, విశాల భావములు తరిగినవి.
The narrow-mindedness is increasing, while the broad-mindedness is on the decline.
ఆశలు పెరిగినవి, ఆశయాలు తరిగినవి.
Desires are increasing, but ideals are on the decline.
మానవత్వము కేవలము స్వార్థము సప్రయోజనముల చేతనే జీవితమును నడుపుతున్నది.
The human life is spent throughout in selfishness and self-interest.
ప్రాచీన మహర్షులు
The ancient rishis,
త్యాగమునకే పట్టము కట్టుతూ వచ్చారు.
they have coronated the spirit of sacrifice.
ధర్మమునే అందలమెక్కించారు.
It is only righteousness that is decorated.
త్యాగమునకే కిరీటం ధరించారు.
It is the sacrifice that has been put on this
సత్యాన్ని
crown,
స్వాగతం చేశారు.
and they have welcomed that sacrifice.
ఇట్టి దివ్యమైనటువంటి భారతదేశమునందు ఈనాడు ఈ యొక్క దివ్యమైన భావములను మరచిపోయినాం.
In this country of Bharat, which is divine, the divinity is forgotten.
కనుకనే ప్రతి దినము కూడాను అనేక విధములైనటువంటి యొక్క అవస్థలతో కుళ్ళి కుమిలి కూలిపోతున్నది ఈ జగత్తు.
It is for this reason the whole world is full of problems, agitations and tensions.
ప్రేమ లేనటువంటి హృదయము కేవలము ప్రేత భూమియే.
In fact, the heart bereft of love is a barren land.
ఈ ప్రేమ పవిత్రమైనటువంటి యొక్క దివ్యత్వాన్ని నిరూపించేటువంటిది.
It is the love that proves and demonstrates the sacred divinity.
సర్వత్రా నిండి ఉన్నటువంటిది ప్రేమ ఒక్కటియే.
It is this love which is pervasive
ఈ
all over.
ప్రేమనే ప్రతి మానవుని కూడాను ఏకత్వంగా నిరూపింపజేస్తున్నది.
It is this love that unifies mankind.
మానవుని యందు ఉన్నటువంటి దివ్యత్వము, మానవుని యందు ఉన్నటువంటి స్వార్థ స్వరూపములు ఏనాడు దివ్య భావంగా మారుతుందో ఆనాడే ఈ ఏకత్వం అనే ప్రేమము ప్రకాశిస్తూ ఉంటుంది.
That day the selfishness is given up. That day when we awaken, kindle the latent divinity, there will be unity in this world.
కనుక ప్రతి మానవుడు కూడాను హృదయములో ప్రేమను నింపుకోవాలి.
Therefore, everyone must fill their hearts with love.
ప్రేమ రూపము బ్రహ్మంబు ప్రేమమయము, ప్రేమ ప్రేమతో సంధింప నియమమగును.
God is love. Love is God. There should be connection, love to love only.
ప్రేమను గట్టిగా కలిగి ఉన్న అద్వితీయము నొందంగా అర్హుడగును, అద్వితీయము పొందంగా అర్హుడగును.
When once he strengthens his love, he will be eligible to enjoy the state of non-dualism.
ఈ ప్రేమతత్వాన్ని ప్రతి మానవుడు కూడాను గుర్తించి వర్తించడము ఈనాటి అత్యవసరం.
It's most essential today that everyone should know the spirit and the nature of love and conduct on himself.
ఈ ప్రేమ సుముఖుని యందును దుర్ముఖుని యందు కూడాను.
At all periods of time, positive and negative, love should be there.
వనమునందును భవనమునందును,
It's in the forest or in a mansion.
కేవలము రాగమునందును విరాగమునందును,
Both in times of attachment and detachment.
పాట యందును మాట యందును,
Both in our behavior, conduct and in our word.
మది యందును గది యందును,
In the mind and also in our dwelling place.
రాగమునందును విరాగమునందును,
Both in times of bondage and liberation.
సర్వత్రా వ్యాపించినటువంటిది ప్రేమ ఒక్కటియే.
It's a love that is pervasive everywhere.
ఈ సత్యాన్ని ప్రతి మానవుడు కూడా గుర్తించుకోలేకపోతున్నాడు.
This truth is not recognized by everyone.
కనుకనే ఈనాడు మనం పెంచుకోవలసినటువంటిది ఈ జగత్తులో చెలరేగినటువంటి యొక్క దుర్మార్గములను దూరముగా ఉంచడానికి ప్రేమ ఒక్కటియే ప్రధానమైన అస్త్రము.
In order to drive out the wicked mindedness and wicked activity, it is only this weapon of love which will be the solution to the present day problems.
ఇట్టి పవిత్రమైనటువంటి ప్రేమను మనం పొందే నిమిత్తమై మనం సరి అయినటువంటి యొక్క మార్గాన్ని అనుసరించలేకపోతున్నాం.
In order to experience this divine love, we are not proceeding along the right path.
ప్రేమనే దీనికి విత్తనము,
Love is the seed,
ప్రేమనే దీనికి అంశములు,
and is the love that branches
ప్రేమనే
off.
దీనికి ప్రసాంగములు,
And it is only this love that branches off
ప్రేమనే
repeatedly.
దీని పుష్పములు,
Love is the flower,
ప్రేమనే దీని ఫలం కూడాను.
and it's the very love that is the fruit.
ప్రేమ ఫలపు నిమిత్తమై, ప్రేమ ఫలం నిమిత్తమై ఈ ప్రేమనే మనం అనుభవించాలి.
And therefore, in order to experience, enjoy the fruit of love, we have to tread along the path of love.
ప్రేమ అనేటువంటి విషయాన్ని ప్రతి మానవుడు కూడాను అర్థం చేసుకోవడానికి ప్రయత్నించాలి.
Therefore, every person should make an attempt to know what love is.
ओम जय जगदीश हरे स्वामी सत्य साई हरे भक्त जना संरक्षक भक्त जना संरक्षक हरि महेश्वरा ओम जय जगदीश हरे शशिवदना श्रीकरा सर्वा प्राणपते स्वामी सर्वा प्राणपते आश्रित कल्पलतिका आश्रित कल्पलतिका आगतान्धवा ओम जय जगदीश हरे माता पिता गुरुदेव पर्यन्तयुनीवे स्वामी पर्यन्तयुनीवे नाथ ब्रह्म जगन्नाथ नागेन्द्र शयना ओम जय जगदीश हरे ओंकार रूपवदस्ति साई महादेवा सत्य साई महादेवा मंगलहारति अंजुको मंगलहारति अंजुको मंगलगिरिधारी ओम जय जगदीश हरे नारायण नारायण ओम सत्य नारायण 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 ओम नारायण नारायण ओम सत्य नारायण नारायण ओम सत्य नारायण नारायण ओम जय सद्गुरुदेवा नारायण नारायण ओम सत्य नारायण 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 ओम नारायण नारायण ओम सत्य नारायण नारायण ओम सत्य नारायण नारायण ओम जय सद्गुरुदेवा नारायण नारायण ओम सत्य नारायण 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 ओम नारायण नारायण ओम सत्य नारायण नारायण ओम सत्य नारायण जय शांति 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 समस्त लोका सुखिनो भवन्तु समस्त लोका सुखिनो भवन्तु समस्तलोकाः सुखिनो भवन्तु शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः जय बोलो भगवान श्री सत्य साई बाबा जी की जय।
ॐ सहनाववतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः। Loving Sai Ram, to all the devotees of New Zealand, Australia and Fiji, I'm looking forward seeing you all on 25th September. Sai Ram.